Welcome everyone to week 61 of the house build, Dan's diary, and thank you to all my subscribers. I'm very much appreciative of what you do. Like, subscribe, comment, share. There you go. You can't do much more apart from send me money. The weather is planned to be excellent this week, so we should see some progress on the back. So without further ado, let's see what happened this week. Well, Robin, the furniture guy, turned up and has delivered us 2 bedside cabinets, one there and one there. That's for the main bedroom. There's the one for James's bedroom. So we'll have a little light on that sooner or later. One for John. He's already got his fan on there. And for the main room, there it is. Isn't that a gorgeous thing? A thing of beauty. Before we get the glass on the surface, like we've got on the dining room table, which has proved to be a superb idea, before we get the glass on there, we're going to have the coasters on there, just in case someone puts down a hot drink or leaves a water ring on the wood. So that's my little purchases. I got the legs to match all of my my tables. Maisie approves. Very good start to the week. Monday morning, so it's dry. It's I wouldn't say it's sunny, but it's not raining. So the ground should be drying up. The roof should be drying up. I say that because Joel's promised that if it's dry today and the roof dries, we can, or he can do some roof repairs to stop that leak. So that's something to look forward to. He tells me he's ordered the stones, the tiles for the pathway and the driveway. So we'll see about that turning up this week, won't we? But in the meantime, let's have a look at the retaining wall works. Someone said in one of the comments I talk too much. I can't believe that. So Mr. Excavator is digging out the loose soil that slipped in to get back to the load bearing ground, or to give him a start on the load bearing ground, so he can put his excavator there and dig down a little bit further. There's the foreman. Almost knee deep in mud. What they're doing, they're very painstakingly and slowly moving the mud so they can put the formwork up after they've blasted it with a water hose. They've taken the formwork from that column and they're in the middle of taking the formwork off that one. I've got some pictures which I'll show you now. That obviously shows you we did due diligence and made sure the joints were done correctly before we poured the concrete. Got the same process to go with that one. There is a concrete base under that. That one hasn't got the concrete base. That was just put there to put the string up. Don't quite know how to break it to the boys, but he's just had one of their fish. Oh my goodness. Well, the bad news is, since, I don't know, a couple of hours at the very minimum, the little digger lost a track in all the mud. So they've been pushing and pulling and prodding and jabbing and so we've lost half a day's work on that. And if we don't get it fixed by in the next half an hour, so we're going home time. I think they lost it about 1 o'clock and it's now 5. So it's 4 hours gone by. But if these guys can't fix it, no one can. There you go, we've cleared the top of the foundation from mud. He's now washing it clean. Enough to put the formwork around it and then pray like mad it doesn't rain overnight, so we get rain or water and mud inside the formwork and have to do it all again. If it were me, I'd put the formwork on and put a bit of concrete in there, but as I said, it's 4:30, it's going home's 5. Might leave it like that, I would have thought. Well, for a little bit of entertainment on Wednesday, Jeff, Mike and I went to a golf driving range on the seafront by the Lighthouse Hotel in Subic. Very nice facilities. There's Mike, there's my car, there's Jeff. Yeah, it's 500 pesos, which is about £7 for 1 hour minimum, it says, unlimited balls. So you tell me where you can beat that. And that's the view you get. Very nice indeed. 10 out of 10. Now all we got to do is find somewhere suitable for lunch. Although they do food here and drinks. We were driving around and saw a billboard with Jeff's picture. So we thought we'd show it to you. And then we hit Subic proper and went into Texas Joe's, where we had some fantastic food. This place gets 9.5 out of 10. I think we all had, I didn't eat again that day. I had a massive food and it was only 1,000, which is 14 quid. And that included the beer. So well worth going there. And that's the ultimate burger, as it's called on the menu, which is what Mike had. And he said it was first class. And it looks it too. All right, so just in case any of you boys or girls are interested in what I've done today, or what's happened today, we've put the formwork around those 2 columns and we've poured concrete inside them. The technical word is cast. So those 2 will be ready for de-formworking in a couple of days. Leave it up there for a couple of days just to let the concrete harden properly, and we're going to start the excavation in this area tomorrow to allow us to start fabricating or constructing the retaining wall itself. So that will give me and you an idea of how much land extra I'm going to get. And there you go, that's the building works. Now, old Max had to go to the vets yesterday. Cost me a lot of money on vet bills. 5,000 pesos. What is that? I don't know. It's a lot, isn't it, when you think about it? Shit. Anyway, it cost me 5,000 pesos. They tried to get a blood sample, but they gave up after having stabbed his leg 3 times, and I said, nah, give up, because next time he comes he'll all be stressed out remembering what you've done. So they said, well, we think it's this anyway, let's give him the tablets for it. So he has tablets for his little eyes, because they get all like conjunctivitis, and then he's got tablets for some kind of parasitic worm that he's a bit prone to, and those tablets affect your liver, so he's got liver 52 or something, which is another medicine which he has to take. So he's all medicined up. I'll show you what else I've done. Concerns the pond. You see the water coming out of these pipes here? Well, for the last day and a half it wasn't, because this absolute crappy filtration system I've got leaks like a sieve, and all of this was soaking wet, and I was fed up of doing the remedial works I have to do, which is wiping it down, putting waterproof masking tape around it, and then it still leaks, so I have to do it again a few days later. So I bought a plastic container from the mall, sawed a hole in the end, put that inside it. Now if it gets any water, the water goes inside here. It'll fill up to that line there, which is the line of this, and then using this I'll just siphon it out. That will do until I've had the floor laid and we get a decent filtration system. I'll go somewhere else to get that. I wasn't very happy with the performance of the guy that did this one, to be honest. So I'll go somewhere else. And I don't think my UV light's working, because that little hole, you used to be able to look there and see the light. Now it's plugged in, it's not working, so I will have to go back to him to get a UV light. So I've done that today, and today is movie night, because it's a Wednesday. So Mike and Jeff, I dropped them off after golf this morning, this afternoon, because we had lunch. We had a liquid lunch. Oh my God, that lunch we had. We should do a pub review of that place. It's called Texas Joe's in Subic, and the food is stunningly excellent, absolutely gorgeous. Well, mine cost 1,000 pesos, which is £15, and for that I got a drink of beer and all that food you saw. It was well worth it, well worth it. So I was quite happy about that. So anyway, they're coming round about 7 o'clock for movie night. So I'm just going to go in. I'm sweating like a raccoon. So I'm going to go in, get changed, have a shower, not in that order, and get ready for movie night. So it's U571 tonight. It's a good film about it. It's got Matthew McConaughey in it. It's a few years old now, but it's got some fantastic sound effects when the submarine gets bombed by the destroyer, the German destroyer. So that'll sound stunning on my system. So we're looking forward to seeing that or hearing that. Right, let me go. Talk to you tomorrow. Right, so today what we've had done, because the water was faulty, this man here is installing me a valve which starts the pump at 20 psi and shuts it off at 40, so we don't have that mechanism that the clicks and goes wrong. So that's a great improvement. He also fitted me a drain point at the bottom. There wasn't one before, so he's fitted me one of those. And after he's done this, he's going to look at my fish problem. Is that right? You're going to look at my fish problem? Oh, he's ignoring me now. Well, let's have a look what the boys are doing this fine morning. Oh, look, 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 look. Give us a smile. He's doing what he said he was going to do, which is moving all that soil over to the back where I'm standing, around the columns, to build the height, up, give it a bit of a press down to compact it while he's doing it. Now I do have some rubbish in the garage which we're going to use as a landfill. There's no plastic, so we haven't got to worry about that. It's just wood. So that's the progress today. So what he said he was going to do was backfill all this lot, give it a bit of a bang down with the old bucket for tamping it, and then he will be able to excavate out for the retaining wall section. It's all exciting stuff over here, you know. Oh mate, I tell you what, suffering from yesterday's hour on the driving range, oh my back's killing me. Hey, hey, hey. I tell you what is also killing me, my bank balance. Having to pay for this and pay for the water tank over there, repairs, and then I got my filter to be sorted out. Ay, 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 it's all. Thank God the UK government are paying me a pension, that's all I can say. I'll tell you what, thank God for Qatar as well. Qatar helped me a lot with my retirement. Look at that. Now that is a sunny day. The sun is beating down. Not a cloud. Well, there is a cloud, but it's not threatening cloud, is it? It's like what's that called? Is it? That's not cumulus. Is it strata? I know the stripe, the stringy ones are strata, but I don't know what the rest of them are called. Anyway, that's a beautiful day today, Thursday. Last night's movie was U571 on my amp. Hey, hey, hey. Next week we're going to have a music video. That'll be stunning as well. I think we're having Eagles, their first concert after they reformed. I've seen it a million times, but not with this amp. So there you go. That's in a fortnight, unless we find something else. Well, look at that. So there you go. Progress today. Today's Friday. We had a sprinkling of rain last night, just enough to wet the grass and give them some life, and then it stopped. Then the sun came out, glorious Philippine sun, glorious Philippine lack of clouds. Too hot to ride the motorbike on, really, when you're wearing all your full leathers. So that bike hasn't really moved for quite some time now. But we are getting to the stage when it cools down a tad, so maybe I can use it later. Right, now what we got here is 5 supports cast at the back. Count them if you wish. And then we've started, we go around what's left in my garden. And we've done 3, 1, 2, 3 casting reinforcements into the bases, so they're ready for cleaning out and formwork, and they will form the retaining wall, and these back ones span out to the front ones to act as additional support. And all this lot, remember, is going at the back, and then from these columns, which is where the wall is, the back ones, where the wall is, will be flat or slightly stepped, and that will be laid concrete. So that will give me a bit of a concretey bit at the back. I can put a viewing gallery, or I could do what I like with it at the back. So that's where we are this morning, Friday morning. The guys are just having a quick break at the minute. We had some deliveries outside. Let's go and see them. Suppose before we get to see the deliveries, we can have a look at what's happened to my fish filter. Well, Bong came round this morning. Bong's the fish guy, if you remember. We discussed this leaking tank. I've put bathroom sealant around the lids, I've put tape around the lids. The water level, when we turned it on, was at the bottom of this bit of tape, and it's now there. So it's gone up that far in about 3 hours, which I suppose I can live with, as long as I remember to come and drain it every day, I suppose. Anyway, he's going to put me some form of proper filtration system up here that doesn't leak. So that's the situation with that. And while that was out of action for about a day, look at that gecko. Yay, look at him go, look at him go. This wasn't getting any circulation of air. So what I put the hose pipe in there and turned it on, and that gave aeration, and it gave like a slow recirculation of air, water. So the fish were happy. They're happy now, but it's not getting UV light to kill the bacteria. The new one will have, but the old one, the bulb's gone. I don't know. There's the old fish there. Don't know whether you can see them. Can you see them fish? Not very well, you say. Yeah. Right. I was going to show you the delivery we had, so let's go and look at that. So we had a little bit of that stuff. I suppose you'd technically class it as sand. That's for the retaining wall. The gravel bit here, that's for mixing in, that's also for the retaining wall. That lot came today. That's for mixing with the cement bags, about 20 of them that came yesterday. That's for doing the tiling for the driveway and around the house. We'll see. The tiles arrive on Monday. We'll see if that starts on Monday, won't we? I'd like them to finish all the old jobs that they've half started before. Poor old Maisie's gone to the vet not for anything serious, just for a cut of fur around her ass and her face. Maybe she'll end up having a full trim. You see, what happens is this whole process takes about an hour, and you can't just walk in, so maybe there's a few dogs in front of you, so you have to drop the dog off. So it sits in a pen or a cage for 2 hours before you can get to it. Then it's having its fur done. Then it goes back in the pen for another hour while they call you and say, come and collect your dog. So it's pretty stressful for the old dog. And Maisie has about 2 days afterwards where she's really out of sorts. So I suppose I've got that over the weekend. Max says, you know I told you Max went to the vet earlier on and got thousands of medicines. Well, he's chirped up, so whatever we did to him, it's worked. He's not lethargic, he's not, but his eyes have stopped steaming over. He's not walking with a dodgy limp anymore. So he's back to normal. So we'll finish this medicine and then take him to the vets for a checkup. Yeah, so well done, vets. Thank you very much for helping with Max. Right, let's go and watch a movie or something, and I'll get back to you in a minute. So Rocky turned up today to do the bedroom window, the bedroom door, with a lock and a masticed some holes he found in it, and he put the railing up. So let Rocky give you a few words.
Yeah, my name is Rocky. My business is glass aluminum. If you want to, just call me. I give my number to Sir Dan.
So we've got a screen that slides perfectly, and we've got a lockable door which locks perfectly, and I've got no air gaps. Rocky's just cleaning mastic off my window, which he's just added as an extra. Right, so what Rocky's done, he's put that reflective sheet of glass in there. It stays, that doesn't move. And then that one and that one, we've had in before, those two move, and those hide the washing machine and the cleaning stuff. So you don't see those. Those are not visible. And it looks very nice. There's my my dial. It's reading 30 pounds square inch. It was on 40. It cut off. It's now going down. When it hits 20, it'll restart. That's how that works. So that's running 100% perfectly. Let's go and have a look at the boys, see how they're doing. Now, as you can see, what the boys are doing on the back retaining wall, we have 3 horizontal beams, one at low level, which is what they're putting in now, one at mid and one at top. And then there's a brace that goes from these back ones to the front ones. So it's all taking shape. So they're just doing the bottom bars at the minute, for the horizontal beam. They're going to do to there, like I told you before, and then they're going to do all this area and then move on to the next one, so we can forget this area here. That's the plan. So that's where we are today. Well, that was this week, and quite exciting it was too, wasn't it? I don't think. So next week we should have the tiles being laid at the front by Joel's guys. We will see if that happens. I'm not expecting anything else from Joel this week. I might mow the lawn if the weather doesn't keep getting so hot. I can't mow it all because at the far end where that pipe was gushing out, that suffered a bit. That's still a bit marshy, so I can't do that bit. But I can do all the rest, but it's just takes so long. So thank you for watching. Thank you for paying attention this long and giving me 30 minutes of your life. Please like and subscribe and share and comment. I'll be very grateful. I really would. Thank you very much. I love you all, and I'll take care, and I'll see you next week.
Game over.